What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Eminem, and I just received my package from Figures Toy Company. Shout out to Figures Toy Company. And we're going to be reviewing, and I'm also going to be doing some photography with the Ultimate Referee, their new Ultimate Referee, actually. So let's get to it. All right, so right now, obviously, I've unboxed it. Pretty much has all the Ultimate articulation. So arm band. Got that shoulder band, torso, up, down. Now, one thing that we can't swap them hands. That was one of the things I wanted to see if we would be able to switch with, like maybe a Jazzware hand in here, but the hands are a little smaller than Jazzware. So we only are provided with the flat hand and the 2-count hand, but we have the arm. Then we have the swivel hips, knee bend, ankle bend. Same thing on the other side. So now, one thing I will suggest, if you get your, when you get your figure, if you choose to get one of these, is I would suggest heating the legs and ankle up. Because when I got mine, it was a little stiff. So I would definitely suggest doing that. But other than that, we got all the articulation from Ultimate. So that's great. Now, one thing I want to get to, whoops, he fell. One thing I want to get to is the articulation. Well, not the articulation, but the height. So there was a lot of reviews I've seen, well, not a lot, but a few reviews in regards to the height. Now, let's admit, every company has their different interpretation of a height of a wrestler. It's not necessarily Aubrey is her actual height. There's Mattel. We definitely know Mattel has been a little off with heights with certain figures. So pretty much what I'm going to do is show you a comparison of heights in relation to different wrestlers. So the first one I'm going to do is we have Rey Mysterio. So as you see, height-wise, hold on, get him together, straight, and get this Rey straight. All right, so I got the old WCW Elite Rey. Move it over a little bit. And as you can see, he's about the size of Rey Mysterio. He doesn't have the bulk of Rey, but he shouldn't have the bulk. He's a referee. Referees are a lot smaller, but he's about the size of Rey. Now, in terms of Jazzwares, let's take Rey out. And we'll use Darby. So, as you can see with Darby, let's get Darby to stand up here. So, as you can see, body-wise, or that what can I say, that size, torso, the size of the torso, obviously Darby has some, a little more size than referee, which he should. But he's also just a tad bit taller. So I'm going to turn around and give you the shoulder height. So there you go. Here's a Jazzware. I'm trying to get you square. There you go. So now you see, so Darby is just a little bit tall. I say maybe a half an inch. Yeah, about a half an inch taller. Because of but yeah, about a half an inch. So, that's Jazzwares. Now, let's put Rey back. And I would say Rey has about a half, maybe, it's not even a half, man. It's maybe an eighth of an inch taller, if that. But he's really close. If you look at the shoulders, it's about what and what. Now, keep in mind, for photography purposes, everything is all about angles. So when you're shooting from different angles, it's pretty much you can make him look as tall as you like, or not so much tall as you like, but he can fit in with your background, which I will show, or if you guys are following me on Instagram, you'll definitely get to see me and see how I fit him into the scene. Now, one other thing I want to show is we covered the heights. Oh, what he is close to, and I just happen to have one, is he's actually about the size of Marvel Legends. So I know I've seen a lot of people like, oh, he's about the size of he's like perfect size for Marvel Legends. I don't really collect Marvel Legends, but this is about one of the few I have. And I use the Marvel Legends for my crowd. So here is and as you look, it's almost exact height for Marvel Legends, as a Marvel Legends. So if you're trying to figure out like, oh, how tall is he compared to any figures that you have in your collection, then I would say he's about the size of a Marvel Legend. Now, like I say, articulation is fantastic. We can get all the articulation of an Ultimate. The height varies by the person. Now, of course, for some people who are big, I guess, sticklers when it turns to height in reference to like the Jazzware and Mattel, again, Jazzware and Mattel don't necessarily hit on the height, but it may look small in comparison to them. I'm going to do some shots with Jazzware figures with him as the referee, and I'm going to do some shots, or I'm going to do a shot with Mattel with him as the referee. So it kind of give you a look on how the referee is in terms of when you're doing your photography. A lot of us, or some of us, including myself, prefer the smaller referee because, again, with some shots, you want that smaller referee. I don't need someone as big as the wrestlers with certain shots. So, and I mean, you can play around with it. Pretty much, it's all about your taste and what you're into. But I wanted to give you guys a thorough review so that you guys can see, like I said, if it's for you, great. I particularly kind of like it. Like I said, I'm going to do some shots with it. But depending on how you are about your figures, it may not be for you. If it's for you, make sure you go and check out the link below, which is the link to the Ultimate Referee. Use my code ALMJR and get an extra 10% off. So, it's the holiday time. Any way we can save some money. All right, YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed this review. I hope this has shed a little light on the whole size issue and you got a better understanding of the Ultimate Referee. And be on the lookout for those photos. Follow us on IG and IG and Twitter. And, stay tuned. We got some more reviews coming soon.